There is a breaking news out here that has been put out by Presidency, and it says Shettima cancels Commonwealth trip after foreign object reportedly hit plane in US. Kashim Shettima has aborted his trip to the 2024 Commonwealth Heads of Government Summit in Samoa after his plane was reportedly hit by foreign object. Bola Tinubu had earlier delegated Kashim Shettima to represent the country at the ongoing summit. But in a statement on Thursday night, which is last night, right, the presidency announced that Shettima's trip had been cancelled, explaining that the foreign object hit his plane during a stopover at JFK Airport in New York. The foreign object damaged the cockpit windscreen of the plane, Bayo Onanuga said in a statement, disclosing that a ministerial delegation would now represent Nigeria. Tinubu, acting promptly, has approved a ministerial delegation to represent Nigeria at the summit in the Samoa capital of Apia, where the plane's repair has commenced. The delegation will now represent Nigeria at the 2024 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Samoa. The delegation that will now head it is now being led by Minister of Environment, Balarabe Abbas Lawal. The summit began on the Pacific Island on 21st October. It will end on 26th October. Shettima and Foreign Minister Yusuf Tugar have left New York for Nigeria. Let me do a bit of explanation here, a bit of talk. First of all, they want to buy a new plane. I can assure you of that. The next thing you're going to hear is that, oh, they bought a new plane. This was the same thing that was done. I think, what trip was it? Was it that Chinese trip? Or was it the Saudi Arabia trip that Tinubu undertook? That he went from Holland, Netherlands to there. Oh, that also they said the plane has the presidential plane has spoiled. So they now had to bring Shettima's plane. Then when they brought Shettima's plane had stopped. Shettima's plane was not working, and then they took blah 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 blah. Long story. I remember when I did that video, I said the next thing, these people are going to buy a new presidential jet. In no time. You people matter. You people will die of hunger. Those people will do what they want to do. They went to buy their presidential jets, whatever, got approval. They gave Nigeria middle finger, still giving Nigeria middle finger anyway. Did what they were going to do, how they were going to do it, the way they were going to do it, and that was it. Done. Now again, the same kind of mode of operation for a foreign trip, and then while in the foreign trip, the plane has had problem. They've left it there. It's being fixed. Now they are coming to Nigeria. Blah blah blah. The second part of all these things that I'm going to take on is the fact that, so first of all, a program was supposed to start 21st. Today is what? Let me even check today's date. Definitely today is 25th, I think. So it's at the tail end of the closure. Let me just check date. Today is Friday 25th. Yesterday was Thursday 24th. So it's at the tail end. Okay, let's say it was yesterday. Like, according to this statement came out, they on their way, whatever. It's at the tail end they're going, okay, maybe Nigeria is a big brother of that whole show. He's a big guy. It really doesn't need to be nice. So anyhow, they will just come in. When they come in, it's the US of Africa now. You decided that you're going to go this late. And then while you're at a stopover, a foreign object hit the windscreen. You now have to repair it. So you've now packed. There's someone that was already on the way to that journey. Now you've packed ministers. You've mobilized ministers. Remember that these ministers that are being mobilized, they're going to be paid something. It's called, is it per diem or ESTA code or whatever they call it. And so they're going to be paid this money, new arrangement, everything, new allowance, whatever, to go there, paid money. Maybe the ministers are also going with other whatever, blah, 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 blah. And entourage will go. This whole entourage will turn to a whole new set of monies that will be wasted. Was it just yesterday or just the day before yesterday? You know, Tinubu said he brought out a new ministerial. It's me. I didn't talk about it. I don't have to. The only thing I actually made fun of was, what do you call him now? Reno Omokri, Daniel Boala. I think, where are they? They are not there for lease. But other than that, for me, that's just a distraction that really doesn't have anything. This government is an illegitimate government. I don't really waste my time, focusing on whatever on it. But just a few days ago, Tinubu was said to have said that the ministers, as in they are trying to cut cost of governance, ministers cannot travel with more than, is it 3 extra or 5 or something like that. Now, you said you are cutting cost of governance, you've carried a new set of people to come from here, Nigeria, and start going to Samoa to go and do this conference or whatever that was supposed to have started how many days ago. The Kashim Shettima that was already on his way there, he cannot enter jet and go there. Let's even say in your usual wasteful manner, he cannot get a private jet and go there from there. Because that one has already been mobilized. Be sure the Estaco, whatever, has already been done into this thing. Now you're mobilizing a new set of, because Like I used to usually say, with his two left legs, he cannot waka from New York and wakai to that place. No, now he has to come back to Nigeria, then a different way. And then they are writing in the statement that Tinubu took action immediately because Shettima could not go there. So he mobilized more ministers from here that will cost Nigeria more money for them to go there. I used to think, when I talk, like people say, I shall run for this, I shall run for office, I shall become governor, I shall become senator. I used to tell myself, like, what do I even know? Me, I'm too lazy. What do I even know government? I say, these people that are there, what do they know? And now true they understand what my husband they talk. What did they know? Because even me, like they say I don't know anything. For this presidency, as I don't see people don't do. Mommy for even do better. Yeah, I'll have the guts to be able to say, this thing, we will fix this thing. That oil theft, for don't stop her. Fire, you stop her. Any chief of whatever military army staff or whatever, so we no stop her. As you no stop her, you will stop your job. So it's either you stop it and have a job, or focus on the $300,000 bribe you get and not have a job. But honestly, I'm just sitting here. I'm just thinking. I'm like, oh no. But you know what? Let me tell you again. They will soon buy a jet. It doesn't matter that people are crying. It doesn't matter that there are no cars on the road. There are really no cars on the road. Drive out what you used to have your busy time before and see. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, I said, let me quickly do this. I was breaking. You say, just get ready, and I will soon buy a jet. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Well, the Minister of the FCT and former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has been in the news recently. I mean, for quite some time anyway, maybe say for over 1 year, for the issues that have been happening in Rivers State. And he was accused recently after the local government elections of, instigating youths and sponsoring thugs to go and burn off, states' properties and all of that. I actually said in my last video that that was the worst thing, or worst decisions even those youths could have agreed to take on, destroying your own properties. That's insane. And it's a high level of insanity. But in the latest I've seen, I think the handwritings are clearer on the wall in recent times. That's the Wike is getting very, very close to the end of his political sagacity, his political strength, the way I see things anyway. When you look at the recent conclusion of the PDP saying that they are backing Fubara on even the last local government election that he conducted, and saying that they are River State PDP have said we are firmly behind Fubara, and that if Wike has any issues, he should go to court. I mean, they started these things. They started this issue of go to court, and unfortunately, we have come to a time in Nigeria where the judiciary has lost his strength. And should I say lost his strength, or less? No, I will not say lost his strength, but that the judiciary has lost that that aura, that's terror. That terror. The status, the statute of the judiciary is a lady, blindfolded with a sword in her hand, and is going to do justice without recourse to anybody's personality and all of that. I'm surprised that today Wike is saying that Fubara did not obey a court injunction, and I'm wondering, even we have had several. I even saw one. I even saw one this morning. Now, Lagos State saying that a court injunction, Lagos State VIO, the Vehicle Inspection Officer, officer or whatever, in Lagos, says that they are not going to obey a court injunction that was, given in Abuja, that it is territorial. Can you imagine that a federal high court will give an injunction or will give a judgment, and that a state, a parastatal in a state will say that it's territorial and that they will not obey it? That is what we have become. That's what our judiciary has become. I'm just hoping that with the coming of Justice, Chief Justice, Chief Judge of Nigeria, that this new one will most likely bring about a change. Well, I don't know how that's going to happen, but then if it happens, all well and good. Because it's been so bad that courts will give injunctions, and then, people will just flounce those injunctions. So I'm surprised that Wike will come up and say that Fubara disobeyed the court order. Really, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. But then the PDP have come out to say that, look, go to court if you think that he has flaunted rules. I think that in the bid for Wike to stay in power, to remain in power, which I think that he would have honorably done, he would have been honored. It would have been more honorable for him to have, humbly, left Fubara to do his work. And of course, it will have been a honor for him. Fubara said recently, we can let go of Rivers. Rivers is not your room. It's not your home. Really, I mean, when I mean home, I mean it's not your house where you give orders to your wife and you give orders to your children. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm surprised that the same Wike is saying that somebody is disobeying court order. So the PDP have come out to say that, look, Wike, if you are not okay with what is going on, you to go to court. And that they are firmly behind Fubara. Recall that the APP won all the seats in the Rivers State local government elections, and interestingly, Fubara has not said that he's no more in PDP. But then, should we say that his body language? Somebody said that he's one leg there and one leg on this side. But then I also think that Fubara made it such that, look, it's not about me. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. It's not about me, neither is it about my party. It's about justice, about the riverians, it's about people, it's about the right things being done. I think that is body language I read from, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, which I think is the best. And you are beginning to have more people on his side. You're beginning to have more people on his side. While some people said that Jonathan and what's his name? His wife, the former first lady of Nigeria, Patience Jonathan, made Wike. Wike has come out to say that they didn't make him and all that. But I think that is okay. After you have spent 8 years in government, you have amassed so much, and then now you are Minister of State of the Federal Capital Territory. I think it's okay to say that, oh, nobody made you, and then you suddenly got to where you are. But one thing I'd like to remind every one of us, and I think Mr. Minister should listen properly, that there is time for everything. You understand? Life is in phases, and that's the truth. The time is coming when you will want to go somewhere, they won't allow you to go. You don't know what I'm trying to say. You feel like going to that place. You will need somebody. You will need somebody to get you there, and there will just be nobody around to get you there. All these accolades, all this shenanigans of retainers, of itineraries, of security officers and all of that will no longer be there at that time. But then it's unfortunate that people don't think about those things. They don't think about tomorrow. They don't think that, oh, there's going to be some time when things will not be the way they are now, and then there's going to be a change. You just think that life is just like that, and it just keep going that way. But from what we have seen, it doesn't always work out like that, and I think it's a lesson for everybody. The earlier, the better for Mr. Minister to step down for power. I mean, the government of the day to rule and reign and allow peace to reign. I think that the governor of Rivers State has put his cards on the table on several times, even inviting the Minister of FCT to allow for peace to reign. We do not know, whatever the case might have been. We understand that the president had intervened at one point or the other, but then we do not see the result of that intervention, and it's so sad the way it is going. But then the latest, PDP backs Fubara, says Wike can go to court. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to share this video with others. Drop a comment, make them simple and civil. My name is Olukunle Abraham. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.